Hey, what's up, party people? I am back in Miami, and here are my closing remarks for my trip to Atlanta, Blackgate Pride Atlanta 2010. I do apologize for my delay in getting back to you guys about my updates, but I had so much fun. Great time. First of all, I didn't get to see Nicki Minaj. I tell you guys, I am not a fan of hers. But I was dragged to Trax nightclub. And it happens. God works in mysterious ways, I'm telling you. One of my friends had forgot their ID back at the hotel, so we were forced to drive back 20 minutes to go get the ID. However, some of us stayed in the line and some of us went, so I was one of the ones that left because I was driving to take my friend back to the hotel. And I said, well, just give me an update. I'm expecting that we're going to pay like $20, $25 to get in, so just give me confirm with me how much the cover is, because we were asking in line. No one knew. People even that were working the line, the security and other people getting email lists and updates and doing that stuff, didn't even know. So I thought that was kind of weird. However, I guess when they got to the front door, they were advised that it was $35 cover, pause, and $40 for VIP. They called me on my phone in the car, and I said, I am not doing that. No way. And we eventually, the ones that were there, they stayed, and the rest of us, we all agreed that we were not going to pay $35 to see no Nicki Minaj. And I thought that was kind of weird, outrageous, and it just kind of left me a little bit salty, because I was not expecting that, and I don't see the reason why. The line, though, was incredibly long, even when we were there. And we got there early, like around 10:30, 11. The line was really, really long. And if you were on Twitter, I saw a lot of people say they were in for 2 hours. And when they got in, it was extremely hot. And and one of my friends got threw up on. It was so funny. But I definitely was going to pass on that. But what happened after that is somebody's calling me. We ended up going to Trademark. Well, it's not called Trademark anymore. It's called Club 91. Club 91. It used to get called the Palace as well. And it was good. We had a great time. We only paid $20 to get in. They had strippers, music. You know, they had the 3 floors, the upstairs where they have hip-hop. They had a show once we were getting there. And then they have, of course, in the basement, they have another dance floor, a little small area as well. So I had fun times there. I've been there before, and I had a great time. Only downside, oh, Lord. We couldn't find the car after we left the club. It took us like 15 to 20 minutes, and we knew the street we parked on, but just couldn't find the street. So it was weird. Saturday we went to Six Flags. A lot of people weren't aware that they actually had a Pride event at Six Flags over Georgia. We went to that. We had a great time. Right at the Goliath Superman roller coaster, and they also had a buffet for like $10, all you can eat. With soda, chips, hamburger, hot dogs, that type of thing, back in the pavilion area. So it was really nice, really nice. I wish more people that came out and knew about it. I know What's the T had sent like an email blast, and that's how I got the email. I didn't even know. We had already made plans to go there anyway, but it just happened that they were having that event while we were there. Went to Piedmont Park on Sunday. I promise I will load all the pictures that I have after I get done with this vlog and post it. I'll get everything that I have and put it online for you guys so you can see. Also some video from Piedmont Park as well. One of the things I love that they did this year, they had the I forgot the name of the organization, but they had HIV testing, rapid testing at the park, which was great, along with the other booths and stuff. So, you know, I want people to be safe, and it was a good thing. Yes, you can come out and see all the guys, the fellas, the ladies. There's a lot of women in the park too. Spoke to a lot of different people from a lot of different places, and it was a great weekend. At least in Sunday. We didn't stay too long at Piedmont Park because we were invited to a barbecue in College Park, which was nice. A guy, he's a local in Atlanta, Orlando, and Wayne, and I really appreciate their generosity. We went like 3 carloads deep over there, and they had a lot of people, good food, a bar with a bartender. We played a couple of hands of spades. It was really nice, and it was nice and cool out there. It was very unusually cool. I'm in Atlanta for some reason this weekend, especially at night and in the morning, but we had a great time and really enjoyed ourselves. Sunday night we went to the Django's, And I always have fun at the Jangles. I know I went to see Sierra. I think she was at Mansion, but I can't complain about the Jangles because it only costs $15 to get in. They have the house music and the older crowd upstairs, and downstairs they had hip hop. And big ups to DJ Blaze from the Vault Miami and also Mr. Situation. They were in the house as well. DJ Blaze did his thing as usual. Make me proud. Yay! But the Jangles always fun times, and it was a great weekend. And I didn't have a chance to go to Lenox Mall on Saturday. We stayed at the park all day, and by the time it got later and later, we had to get dressed to get ready to go out, and it was just a good weekend. The only complaint that I have about this weekend, and it's not really, it's just a general comment, is that I feel that Pride has kind of lost its way. I say that because a couple of things happened that kind of marred the weekend, or put a damper on the weekend. As you know, Durand Robinson, he's one of the major promoters for Trax. He was unfortunately or tragically killed a week before Pride was to start. Also, during this weekend, many people are not aware that 2 people were killed also in Atlanta. 2 people were murdered, execution style, according to reports, during Pride weekend, and they actually attended some of their Pride events. I just seem like our younger generation is lost, not just because of these events that happen, but just because in general, like with events like with Sizzle, Miami, just for example, somebody had asked me during this weekend, well, why didn't you post anything about Sizzle, like I've been doing the past 2 years? There's no secret that it's no secret that I'm not a fan of Sizzle anymore. I used to be when I was younger, and a few years when it was first getting started, but it's going on 10 years now, and to me it has become a hot mess, overpriced and overhyped. The reason I didn't say anything about Sizzle, and that's not Sizzle itself, but just in general, this Pride, if you go on to BGC, Black Gay Chat, and this is the first time I actually went on it, right before Sizzle happened, I went on this forum that they have there, and I was debating within myself, well, I'm going to post anything about Sizzle, or if I'm going to make any negative comments, which is, for me, it's a negative opinion, so it's going to be negative comments. But I went on this forum, and I didn't have to say anything this year because the conversation had already started to take place. There was a lot of things being said, and if you have a chance, you should go in there and look what people said before Sizzle started and leading up to Sizzle and afterwards about the type of things that were taken. People think it's just one big sex party. That's one person's opinion that's on there. Some people say it's not really a Pride, it's just a big party. There's nothing of value as far as informing our young people, especially our young black people. They have no clue about HIV and how it's hitting, especially blacks in general, and also black gay men, like a brick. And no one is not discussing that. That's why I was so happy to see in Piedmont Pride that they were having the rapid test, which we need to be discussing that. We need to be educating our young black men, especially our young black gay men, about what Pride is all about, and what there are some people out there that are totally against us, or there's lawmakers and things are being done along with Proposition 8 in California that's going to affect us as far as our relationships with each other and with the society. So these things are not being discussed to me in any length, or maybe in a small part at Pride, and that's what Pride should be about. It should be bringing more people in. To me, events like Sizzle push people away. Because there's people that I discussed, they say they will never come back to Sizzle because it's overpriced and it doesn't have anything except for it's a party. And being black, being gay is more than a party. Going to Pride is more than a party. And I think as promoters, especially as older folk, I'm 30 years old, been going to Pride for like 12 years now, and been to a lot of Prides. And I just wish we would include more of that. I had befriended a young man. He's about 18 years old. He lives, I won't say his name because he is so in the closet. But he says, well, I don't really have any gay black friends. I'm not comfortable. Only reason I come to your house because I can come here and be myself. I don't have to worry about anybody saying anything and do anything to me or say anything negative about me. I'm very comfortable here. And he comes over probably like once a week, and we sit and talk. It's nothing more than that. It's just a conversation, and and I allow him to come over because just for the fact I want him to feel comfortable. But he will benefit from a real classy Pride where he can go meet other young gay black men and be able to socialize, and I think that he would benefit from that and be able to be comfortable with that and be comfortable with himself, and also learn about HIV, also be able to party with them, also be able to network. And that type of thing is not happening at our Prides. It's not. There is some educational value, especially within the life. I know they do. I've been to their fairs, and I've been to some of the other events they have. Like Glow TV Network, he would have benefited from that, going to see himself on the screen, or this network that's getting started that's going to have content that he can relate to. And it's happening in a very small part, and we're too much into the partying and too much into everything else other than what we should be. But it's sad. It's very sad. That's all I can say about it. But I just hope that things will change, and I hope for the best. We have this we call it the crew. It's a group of guys, about 25 guys across the country. Some here in South Florida, some in New York, some in Atlanta, and then a lot of them in the Midwest. And we look after each other, and we care about each other. I wish that we would have more camaraderie that we have within our crew, within our overall the gay community. And I don't see that. It's too much isolation. It's too cliquey, and Pride has just become not the answer. And it's just sad. Just sad. What can you say? But overall, it was a great weekend. I had a lot of fun with my friends. Boys buying turkey basters and using them for dish at Family Dollar. All I could do is just laugh. It was a good weekend. But big ups to all the parties, everything that happened this weekend. Overall, it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. All I can do is just smile. There's so many thoughts, so many memories. But next up, or at least the South Florida crew, some of us that live in South Florida, Southeast, we're going to Halloween Horror Nights. If you guys want to come, let me know. I already booked a lot of rooms, so we're going up as one big group. And then next up, we're going to start planning a cruise. There's a black gay organization that already does a cruise in October. I think they're selling out of Galveston, but we're going to go next year. So that's our next big event. And then, of course, I'm going to be taking my lovely passport and heading to Inferno. But overall, this last memory of Atlanta was great. It was great. I had a really, really good time. It was good seeing my friends from all over the country, and I think from Saudi Arabia too. All over the world. I had a great time. So in time between times, guys, play safe, be safe. This is my last web blog. I had a good time. I never did this little web blogging thing. It's picture stuff. Funny. But I will be back to my writing. But every now and then I might do a picture blog. I like this. All right. Take care, guys. Be safe and keep in touch. Check out andresflavor.blogspot.com, and also for the latest and greatest in South Florida haps and also the Southeast, check out me on Twitter, Short Fuse Guy. Short Fuse Guy. Take care and be safe.